what the hell? How the fuck do we make the conference championship?
Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the
Hey, I'll
big
take it,
occasions on
nigga.
the college football
I'll take
calendar.
it.
Two
Four
teams
play
in
conference games, and Virginia only had two. That's a motherfucker. It's the sorriest conference I've ever. The sorriest conference
Big guys up
championship
front,
I ever
lined up.
seen.
It's first down.
God damn, this is the sorriest conference championship ever.
Looking
Oh
for some
shit.
space. It's
Oh,
Boyd.
these niggas not playing.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanted to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a quick round. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking downfield. It's Murphy. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Blue Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
Gets the ball off as it's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. There's contact on the throw. He's got it for a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Blue Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Chris, that's what I love about this.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's second down here. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Back to pass. It's Murphy. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And a fair catch called for a... Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Boyd. They bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's third down after that run. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And no chance for a return as so the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. On the ground, it's Boyd. Breaks loose at the 45. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the Blue Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The Blue Devils will line up to boot it away. And they'll just down it right here.
Coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. If you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Blue Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Short connection to the tight end here. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that is another nice run by this running back. And they needed every yard on that particular play here on 4th down. This guy continues to grind it out and get the yards that he needs to lead this offense to a big day.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to his target. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Blue Devils are going to cash in here in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he makes it into the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Blue Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires it. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. Kick is up and no good. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep